The Mediterranean Sea, cradle of civilizations, crossroads of continents, and the heart of Western history. For thousands of years, its shores have witnessed the rise and fall of empires, the birth of philosophies, and the relentless pulse of human exchange. This liquid continent has been a highway for commerce, ideas, and innovation, shaping the world in ways we still feel today. Join me as we journey through 6 pivotal moments that transformed Mediterranean commerce. We'll sail with ancient mariners, witness the might of empires, and navigate the currents of modern trade. Let's uncover how this storied sea continues to shape our lives. In the Bronze Age, the Minoans of Crete saw the Mediterranean not as a barrier, but as a highway. They built ships for open water voyages, connecting their island to distant lands. Minoan ships carried pottery, textiles, and olive oil, returning with copper, tin, and ivory. After the Minoans, the Phoenicians emerged as master mariners, building a network of trade routes. Trade transformed isolated city-states into an interconnected world, creating new wealth and social hierarchies. Artistic styles and beliefs traveled alongside goods, forging a shared Mediterranean identity. This was the true dawn of Mediterranean trade, a world forever changed by the sea. The rise of Rome unified the Mediterranean, transforming it into Mare Nostrum, our sea. With the Pax Romana, centuries of warfare gave way to stability and security. The Roman navy cleared pirates, making trade safer than ever. Roads, ports, and lighthouses connected the empire, moving goods and information with unprecedented speed. Trade flourished. Grain from Egypt, silver from Spain, luxury goods from the East, all flowing to Rome. A single currency and unified laws streamlined commerce, encouraging long-distance trade. Regional specialization thrived. Egypt as granary, Spain for minerals, Syria as gateway to the East. But this interconnectedness brought vulnerability. Rome depended on stable supply chains. Archaeology reveals the scale amphorae and shipwrecks show a world more connected than we imagine. The state was a major economic player, moving taxes and supplies across the empire. Yet, cracks appeared as imperial power waned. Instability, inflation, and invasions disrupted trade. The Pax Romana was a golden age, but also a cautionary tale of over-centralization. Rome's unity unlocked prosperity, but its decline exposed the fragility of such a vast system. The legacy, a single integrated market, and a warning about the dangers of dependence on one power. The Mediterranean's commercial story would never be the same. The empire's rise and fall shaped the sea's destiny. The lessons of Rome echo through history, prosperity and vulnerability, side by side. The Mediterranean's golden age set the stage for what came next. The sea's story continued to evolve, and the world watched as new powers emerged. The currents of change were unstoppable. As the Western Roman Empire fell, the light of civilization shifted east to Constantinople. The Byzantine Empire preserved Roman institutions, a money-based economy, and a powerful navy. Strategically placed on the Bosphorus, Constantinople became the nexus of Europe-Asia trade. Its markets bustled with goods from Egypt, Syria, the Slavic North, and the Greek islands. The gold solidus became the international currency, trusted from Britain to China. Byzantine merchants, Syrians, Jews, and Italians kept trade alive, even as the West fragmented. The empire preserved knowledge, maps, texts, and practical skills essential for commerce. The rise of Islam challenged Byzantium, stripping away key provinces and turning the Mediterranean into a contested frontier. Trade became more complex, with new political and economic realities. Despite setbacks, Byzantium adapted, developing new industries like silk, breaking China's monopoly. The empire acted as a shield for Europe, maintaining networks and continuity. It was a beacon of stability, ensuring Mediterranean commerce never fully faded. Byzantium's resilience kept the flame of trade alive. The sea remained a bridge between worlds, even as it became a frontier. The Byzantine legacy preservation, adaptation, and the enduring power of commerce. The Mediterranean story pressed on, shaped by resilience and change. The ancient sea's currents carried knowledge and goods into a new era. The world was ready for the next transformation. By the late 1400s, Venice and Genoa dominated Mediterranean trade, acting as middlemen for luxury goods from the east. But Portugal and Spain, frustrated by high prices and long supply chains, sought a direct sea route to the Indies. Advances in shipbuilding and navigation fueled the age of exploration. Vasco da Gama's 1498 voyage to India bypassed the Mediterranean, upending the old trade model. Columbus's discovery of the Americas opened a new world of resources and wealth. The economic center shifted from the Mediterranean to the Atlantic. Lisbon, Seville, and later Amsterdam became global trade hubs, while Venice and Genoa declined. The Mediterranean became a regional sea, no longer the world's commercial heart. Local trade continued, but the most profitable routes now crossed the oceans. The rise of Atlantic powers fueled new nation-states and colonial empires. The balance of power in Europe and the world was forever changed. The age of exploration marked the end of Mediterranean supremacy. Innovation and ambition redrew the map of global commerce. The sea that once united the world was now eclipsed by the open oceans. The lesson: even the mightiest commercial systems can be disrupted. The Mediterranean adapted, but its golden age had passed. The world's gaze turned westward. As Europe looked to the oceans, the Ottoman Empire rose, seizing Constantinople and dominating the eastern Mediterranean. By the 1500s, the Ottomans controlled key trade routes, imposing taxes and tariffs on goods passing through their lands. Their empire was a vast internal market, with caravan routes and a powerful navy maintaining order. Trade flourished within the empire. But for Christian Europe, Ottoman control was a barrier, fueling the search for new routes. Naval battles like Lepanto underscored the rivalry and religious divide. The Ottomans managed resources and signed treaties with European powers, creating a regulated, politically charged trading environment. The Atlantic shift and Ottoman dominance dealt a double blow to Italian city-states, accelerating their decline. Over time, as Ottoman power waned, Europe negotiated better trading terms, tilting the balance back. The Ottoman era reshaped Mediterranean commerce, connecting and restricting trade and pushing Europe toward global exploration. Their control over the Levant was a catalyst for the age of exploration. The Mediterranean's fate as the world's commercial stage was sealed. The empire's rise and fall left a lasting mark on the sea's history. The currents of commerce shifted, but the Mediterranean remained vital. The story of trade was now global, but the sea's legacy endured. The Ottomans showed how empires could both unite and divide. The Mediterranean adapted, as it always had. The world's commercial map was forever changed. The sea's story pressed on, shaped by power and ambition. The next chapter awaited. Today, the Mediterranean is once again a vital artery of global trade, thanks to geography and the Suez Canal. The canal's opening in 1869 reconnected the sea to the main highway of world commerce. Modern container ships and massive ports like Piraeus and Valencia have turned the region into a logistics powerhouse. Technology, satellite navigation, advanced cranes, and global communication has revolutionized shipping. Standardized containers have slashed costs and fueled global supply chains. Organizations like the Union for the Mediterranean foster cooperation and tackle shared challenges. Yet the sea remains a dividing line between wealth and instability, prosperity and crisis. Conflicts and migration echo ancient patterns, while environmental pressures threaten the fragile ecosystem. Balancing economic growth with sustainability is the region's greatest challenge. Trade imbalances and competition for resources create ongoing tensions. The dream of a fully integrated Mediterranean economy remains elusive. Still, the sea story is one of adaptation and resilience. From cradle of civilization to global shipping superhighway, its significance endures. The Mediterranean's challenges are new, but its role as a crossroads remains. Geography, technology, and cooperation continue to shape its destiny. The sea's currents carry both opportunity and risk. The story of Mediterranean commerce is far from over. The Mediterranean story is one of constant change and reinvention. From Minoan sails to container ships, commerce has always found new ways to cross its waters. Empires rose and fell, routes shifted, but the sea's strategic importance endured. Its history teaches us about the power and vulnerability of connectivity. The Mediterranean is a living legacy, shaping our world and reminding us that the currents of trade never truly stop. Thank you for joining this journey through the heart of Western civilization.